Forget everything that you thought you knew about the ultimate luxurious and practical car for your bosses. Because the car that we have with us today, it's redefining the presence, practicality and comfort with a bit of premiumness and luxury thrown in. And it's not a German luxury barge. It is this. This is the all-new Toyota Vellfire, and if you are a CXO, a managing director or a big fat business tycoon, I think it's time to ask yourself one question. Why are you still driving a Mercedes-Benz S-Class when you can have this? Now, admittedly, the updated version of this Toyota Vellfire has been around in India for quite some time now, and this is the 4th generation model of this minivan. Well, calling it a minivan might be a little bit of an understatement, but if you are the most important person of your organization, you should be riding in this one, as I mentioned earlier. And in this video, I'll explain you why. You're watching Car and Bike, I'm Bilal, and before we go ahead, you know the drill. You have to subscribe to the Car and Bike YouTube channel if you haven't already, and hit that bell icon as well, so that every time I bring out a new informative and entertaining video, be it about the car or bike, you get to know it first. Let's start with the presence, and this one, the Vellfire. When it arrives, people don't look at who's behind the steering wheel. They simply know that someone important is sitting at the back. Now this one, in terms of dimension, it's not just long, tall and wide, it's huge and it towers over everything else on the road. Now that's something really important when you want to announce your arrival, right? Now its proportions are large and unlike anything else on the road, and with this new design language that Toyota has incorporated in all their new age vehicles, the Vellfire surely grabs attention. There's a lot of chrome up front with sleek headlamps and rather short bonnet. The flat roof, the sliding doors and the upright tailgate, all of them are given a character with flowing lines of chrome. Its 19-inch alloy wheels almost feel dwarfed by its size, but don't look unproportionate. Now you can have this one in only 3 color options. There's this black, then there's white and silverish grey as well. All 3 colors are subtle yet elegant, and they match the overall aura of this Vellfire. But what's your opinion on the design and the presence and the color options of the Vellfire? Do let us know your opinion in the comment section below. Now, usually when we do our car reviews, we start off about the cabin, talking about the cabin by sitting in the front row. But not here. This is a special car, and 90% of the owners will be spending their time here in the second row. And the second row, it's special, it's comfortable. And it's not just comfortable, it's executive airline seat class comfortable. But first, let me get the features out of the way first. You have not just ventilated seats, but reclining with memory and massage function. And these seats, they use memory foam for ultimate comfort. You also get electric folding blinds, individual sunroof, personal climate control, and screens for each passenger to control all of these functions. You also get fold-out tables and a fold-down screen, apart from absolute authority and privacy to continue your business uninterrupted while on the move. And it's not about just the sheer amount of features that's on offer here, but the way the entire cabin is laid out. It's so comfortable, and yet it offers a safe space for the hotshot over here to continue their work on the move. You can take Zoom calls over here, you can do presentations, catch up on your emails, or in fact, you can actually even relax over here after a long and hard day at the office. Now the S-Class and the 7 Series, both the luxury barge, both of them, they can do this same level of luxury. But this one, it definitely feels special. And then occasionally when the time comes, this is a people mover after. And yeah, as you saw, getting in and out is also quite easy. But this is still a people mover. So when the time comes when you actually have to move the people around, then the third row comes in. Getting inside the third row is again fairly easy because the second row, it moves quite up front. You can literally walk in the car and then take your seat over here. Now this is a 5-meter length MPV. So the third row space, it's much better than your average Innovas and Fortuners. You also get a lot of headroom, leg room. There's still comfortable space over here for your knickknacks. For example, you have cup holder over here. There's a USB cable and a large window for your visibility. You don't feel claustrophobic at all over here. Also, this one is a 7-seater. How is it? There's 2 up front, 2 in the middle and 3 over here. But I guess 3 people won't be very comfortable over here. Though you do get armrests for 2 individuals. And with the third row up, there's no usable boot space at all. No space at all actually. And even when you fold down the third row, it doesn't fold flat like it does in, say, the Kia Carnival. So that's one area of improvement. Now, once on the move, you would notice a couple of things. Firstly, yes, on the move, it still feels comfortable. It still feels refined. It still feels that you're sitting in a luxurious and a very expensive car. You have got a hybrid powertrain, so it's refined. It's not noisy, and you don't hear the exterior noise as well. The insulation is quite good. But this is a huge car. It is tall, it is wide, it is also quite heavy. And Toyota isn't rewriting the laws of physics with this one, right? So this one, it sways a lot. It moves around a bit, and the suspension setup, it is on a softer side. So what had happened is, over irregularities or bad roads, the passenger, it does move around a lot, and it might not get to a point of being very uncomfortable, especially when you're working, when you are completing your office tasks right here in this seat, it may or sometimes may get a bit uncomfortable. What you need then is just one solution. You need to have a very good and experienced chauffeur, and that will solve half of your problems. And for one of those days when you have given your chauffeur a day off and you have gotten behind the wheel, either to drive around the city or go long distance with your family, how's the Vellfire to drive? Now, as I said earlier, this is a big car. So you need, first of all, a good judgment when driving this one around the city. You have a very large and wide dashboard laid out in front of you, and even the length, almost 5 meters of length of car, it is a lot of car. So when driving around town, you need to be mindful of the overall length, how you turn in, when do you turn in, all of that is essential. But get a hang of it, and it's a pretty easy and comfortable car even behind the steering wheel. It's smooth, it's refined, and it has got a proper Toyota hybrid, the hybrid that has done duties in lakhs and lakhs of cars all across the globe. Get the familiar 2.5 liter petrol engine paired with an electric motor with an eCVT, and it does charge up the battery, so maximum time you can actually roll around the city in the EV mode. The battery is charged up and you can just keep on rolling, and when the charge depletes, the engine kicks in. Sure, the engine can be heard and felt with a slight bit of vibrations, especially because you're switching from an EV mode, from nothing to a little vibration. Not that the engine is very unrefined and full of vibrations, so there is a contrast over there. But apart from that, this car being so heavy, it puts out just under 200 bhp and around 250 Newton meter, and this is a heavy car. So this is not the car you would be doing 0 to 100 km/h run doing traffic light GPS with. This is a car you drive sedately. This car wants to be driven sedately, and you would be doing that with all the seats filled up. As for the ride and handling, as I said, the suspension setup is on the softer side, so it does roll around a lot. Again, not to a point of being uncomfortable. You just need to know how much to put the steering in so that the roll is as minimum as possible. That combined with the speed, it's very easy if you get a hang of it first. And the steering, it is light, it is comfortable, it has a good turn in as well, and it won't tire you out if you're spending long hours behind the wheel doing, say, intercity travels. I particularly like to point out that despite the 3 meter of wheelbase and 19-inch of alloy wheels and such a large car, the ground clearance is not an issue. Over the time that I've spent with it, I haven't faced any issue with the underbelly of this car over any speed breakers that came in front of me. Sure, it will fare better or worse when the road starts to disappear. I won't recommend going off-roading with it. You can, when the road disappears, you can trade across, but again, this is no SUV. This being a very modern day car, it does come with modern day driver aids, the ADAS as well. Well, at least some level of it. It does come with adaptive cruise control, you get lean, keep warning, front collision warning and the likes. But it could have done with all the level 2 ADAS suite, because cars costing fraction of it, they offer level 2 ADAS. This should have had as well, especially when the driver is behind the wheel or you take the wheel occasionally. Such a large car, it does deserve a lot of driver aids. And that sitting at the back is comfortable and luxurious and special. Even up front, when you're sitting right here, as I said, the entire dashboard is well laid out. You have decent amount of visibility because of these large windows. Even at the back, if no one is sitting at the back and the headrests are folded down, you get good view out the rear window. But the large windows all around, the visibility is good. The quality of material all around is really great. It's soft touch material, leatherette, wooden inserts. It really does feel expensive. There's no complaint on that front. With the limited time we had with the car, we weren't able to manage to do a proper fuel efficiency or mileage test for the Vellfire. But it does have a strong hybrid powertrain from Toyota, which is well known to be offering so good fuel efficiency, be it in the city or out on the highway. It is also renowned for its reliability. So, do you really want to see a real-world range or the test or fuel efficiency test of the Vellfire on our channel? Do let us know in the comment section below. Or if you want any other tests that needs to be done on the Vellfire, which will definitely help you with your buying decision, do write them down as well. It also needs to be pointed out that once you hit the triple-digit speed, it does manage to do a proper touring. Yeah, you have to clock that triple-digit speed or highway speed quite sedately. It won't race towards the triple-digit speed, but once it does that, it will easily hold that highway speed and you can do cross-country touring without any trouble. So at the end of the day, for the top management, what car you arrive in, it does really say a lot. And this Toyota Vellfire, it doesn't scream out and shout that I have arrived. It merely whispers it. Now the Vellfire is available in two variants here in India. The more affordable one, it might miss out on a few features. All of them are listed on your screen right now, but it retails at 1.2 crore ex-showroom. This one, the range-topping version, it's around 1.3 crore ex-showroom. Now, to put things in perspective, let's take the S-Class for example. There are two S-Class versions that you can buy in India right now. The diesel, it retails at 1.8 crore ex-showroom, and the more powerful petrol version, it goes for around 1.9 crore ex-showroom. Which means this, the Toyota Vellfire, it's almost 50 lakh rupees more affordable than the S-Class, while still offering the same level of comfort, more reliability, and of course, more value for money. Moreover, there's also a Lexus derivative of this Vellfire. It goes by the name LM and it retails over 2 crore ex-showroom in India. There's also a more expensive, more luxurious version. It goes for around 2.6 crore, which makes this, the Vellfire, a highly value for money product, don't you think? Now, at the same time, there are two downsides of the Vellfire that I can think of. The first one is a badge value. Because no matter how good it gets, it's at the end of the day, it's still a Toyota and it doesn't have the same snob value that the German luxury brands could get you. For example, a Mercedes-Benz 3-pointed star or a BMW or Audi. And secondly, there is a rival from Korea. It's called the Kia Carnival and it offers almost the same level of luxury, comfort, even features. It feels more often. It's almost as big. In fact, it's slightly bigger than this, which translates to more space on the inside. It's more practical, but at the same time, it's retailing at 63 lakh rupees ex-showroom, which is half the cost that you pay for this Toyota Vellfire. Nonetheless, the Toyota Vellfire is not just any car for the bosses. It's a car that proves that you are the boss. No wonder so many politicians and business tycoons, apart from that, celebrities and sports personalities, they prefer having one of these over any other SUVs. But what do you, our dear viewers, think about the new generation of the Vellfire? What do you think about its space, practicality, the features on offer, and its powertrain as well? Also, its pricing. And would you have this one over any other car? Let us know your opinion in the comment section below. If you have any other questions regarding the Vellfire, do write them down in the comments, and I promise we will address them all personally. And that's all from me in this video. This is Bilal signing off. Until next time.